The Chosen Season 4 is in theaters as we speak, therefore, I have complete freedom to talk about anything that I want to that happened in Season 4, Episodes 1 through 3. All bets are off. I don't have to hold back on anything. With that said, if you have not seen The Chosen Season 4, Episodes 1 through 3 in theaters yet, first of all, I would recommend you go ahead and purchase those tickets, go out to your local theater, go see it on the big screen with all of your fellow Chosen fans. I promise you it is worth it. It is a great, fantastic experience, and I highly recommend you go check out those episodes. However, if you haven't seen the episodes, or if you don't have a theater near you or the means to go to the theater and see the episodes, I would recommend you click off this video, but I can't force you to do anything. We've all read the book anyway, so you're more than welcome to stay, but just keep in mind that in this video, I'm going to be saying tons of spoiler content about The Chosen Season 4, Episodes 1 through 3. So, with that said, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Hello everybody, my name is Eli Hollingsworth and welcome back to Against the Current and the Chosen podcast, where today we're talking more about The Chosen Season 4, and our subject today is a very important and integral character to The Chosen Season 4 and 5, 6, and 7. Her name is Joanna. She's played by Amy Bailey, who was a professional ballerina, and she is a very interesting character as we see her in The Chosen Season 4, Episode 1, and we'll continue to see her influence later in the season. Joanna was introduced, if you don't remember, in Season 3, and she actually is a character from the Gospels who has an interesting part in the show. So, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So where do we see Joanna in the Bible? In the Synoptic Gospels, we only hear of Joanna in two places. That's Luke chapter 8, verses 2 and 3, which reads, "And also some women who had been healed of evil spirits and infirmities, Mary called Magdalene, from whom 7 demons had gone out, and Joanna, the wife of Chuza, Herod's household manager, and Susanna and many others who provided for them out of their means." So Joanna was mentioned here as someone who was cleaned from infirmities and unclean spirits. So I don't know if that was just referring to Mary Magdalene or all of them. So we don't know if Joanna would be cured of something. She, along with Susanna and Mary Magdalene, provided for Jesus, as it says, out of their own means. And then we see this in Season 3 when Joanna comes to Mary Magdalene and Tamar. She wants to speak with Jesus because she's intrigued by John the Baptist. Since Chuza is the household manager of Herod Antipas, she was able to talk to John the Baptist, and she was very intrigued by what he said. She was intrigued by talking to John the Baptist, and that's why, as we see her in Season 3, she's very much on his side, and she's with John the Baptist. So when we see her again in Season 4, she's very much willing to help him and Jesus on all of their various adventures. The other place we see Joanna in the Gospels is Luke 24, verse 10, where it reads, "Now it was Mary Magdalene and Joanna and Mary the mother of James and the other women with them who told these things to the apostles." So Joanna, she was there, she was mentioned in the Gospels, but we didn't really know how much of a part she served. So, like Mary Magdalene, or when it says the other women who followed Jesus, Joanna is given creative liberty, and she's explored as a character with her own motivations and interests that we see in The Chosen Season 4. And we see her having a conversation with her husband Chuza in Season 4, Episode 1. He is the household manager of Herod Antipas. So they are a wealthy family. They're in Herod's court. They're in the Roman party of the show that we see that's getting focused on more this season. And they are basically indifferent in their marriage. She's very upset when at Herod's birthday party, Chuza brings his mistress, Cassandra. So Chuza's not being faithful to their marriage. She's upset with him. But why is Joanna so important? Because she is financial support, and she's also, showing how the women that followed Jesus were also very important parts of how his ministry grew, and they were integral parts to Jesus growing his ministry and spreading the word of the gospel to more people. Joanna in the show is shown to be having an impact in the Roman parts of things. She helped the disciples such as Andrew in Season 3, Episode 1. She helped him get a visit to John the Baptist. She's helping Jesus and the disciples in covert operations, to where since she is in the Roman court, she can do things that the disciples can, and she can get the disciples into more places where they wouldn't be otherwise. Joanna also represents another key dynamic that the show is trying to represent, because unlike the 12 disciples and the other followers of Jesus that we've seen so far in the show, Joanna is a shift in the power dynamic. Instead of stepping up to receive a calling and follow Jesus as a faithful disciple, Joanna had to step down from her high place of power, and it shows just the myriad of different people that follow Jesus. Joanna is at a very high and powerful place. She comes from a wealthy family, and she comes from a wealthy marriage and a wealthy circumstance. And so when she sees Jesus and has genuine faith, as she's being portrayed in the show, as having genuine faith toward Jesus, and she really believes in him, she's representing the step down from glory and fame to then helping Jesus, because it shows that anyone anyone can be chosen to follow Jesus. And like Matthew, he gave up his life as a tax collector. Mary was cleansed of 7 demons. Peter and Andrew gave up their lives as lowly fishermen. Joanna is stepping down to help Jesus because she believes that he is something worth fighting for. And Joanna is a very cool character, and I guarantee you're going to see her more as we get closer to Jerusalem and Palm Sunday. Joanna is definitely going to be involved more this season. She's going to be a pretty big part of things moving forward. Just wanted to quickly explain all of the things going on with Joanna because she's an important character and she's going to be important this season. So if you didn't know, here is everything you need to know about Joanna. So I hope you were informed today. You were informed about Joanna and her motives and her where she comes from and how she's being portrayed in the show. She's very wealthy and has a lot of money to help Jesus' ministry. And yes, she is a character that we can find in the Gospels. So that's very cool. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be coming out with a video about The Chosen Season 4 every single day this week. I promise you. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. So if you don't want to miss a single video, I would recommend going ahead and subscribing to Against the Current and The Chosen podcast and turning on all notifications so you can be notified as soon as I drop a new video. And listen to my podcast link down below in the description because I actually have all 3 episodes of The Chosen Season 4 reviewed down there. All of my reviews, full depth, in-depth, all of the events that happen in all 3 of these episodes. I talk about them in my podcast, link down below in the description. Comment down below what you think of Joanna, or what you think of The Chosen Season 4. What did you think of the 3 episodes? Be sure to let me know all that good stuff down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Binge Jesus.